I am thrilled with my Eagle 330. It is the best investment I made. It has brought me so much peace and quiet and comfort and brings me to a whole different mood level after one of those days. It's just, it's like my best friend. Hi, my name is Dere. We're here at MacArthur Park in North Palm Beach County, Florida, out for a day on my Eagle 330 for some rest and relaxation. I have been boating for about a year. The kayak was the first boat I've ever bought. It's easy for me to handle. I'm single, so I don't have to worry about a roof rack or having to lug something or launching it through my windshield. A lot of times I get into something and I'll go out and buy all the equipment for it, and then I realize after a week that this really isn't that much fun, or it's just way too much work. So when I got this Eagle 330, I figured, well, it wasn't that bad of a price, so if it does bore me or I'm really not into it, it's not that big of a deal. But it was the best investment I've made. I have so much fun with this thing. When I first blew it up on the front lawn, the neighbors came over and looked at it, and then I actually took it in the backyard and put it in the pool and floated around in the pool with my neighbors watching, which really, you don't have a whole lot of room in the pool, but you got the gist of it, and I couldn't wait to get it out on real water. I've just recently taken up boating. I have found that it's something that I can't really hurt myself at because I'm not exactly the most coordinated person in the world. This Eagle 330 is easy for me to lift. The biggest key was just being able to handle it by myself. And I didn't want to have to go get anyone to help me lift it up on a car rack or pull out of my car or trip over myself. I'm not a big shopper, not a big spender, but this was the best investment I've made. I have totally got my monies out of this and more. I went to the sporting goods store thinking, well, maybe I can figure out a way to stick it out the sunroof or out the window a little bit, and I measured them, and besides the fact that they were expensive, they weren't going to fit in my car. So I went online and started looking around, and honestly, I'd never even heard of an inflatable kayak, and there was Eagle's website, so I went on it and I started reading about it, and I was like, wow, I could do this. This sounds like a piece of cake. Since I'm out here floating around, I wanted something that I felt safe in. This isn't like a plastic blow-up toy. It's a nice, sturdy, well-built kayak that I feel comfortable and safe in. The only thing that I did upgrade was the seats, because I like to have something to rest my back against, and I highly suggest that because they're really comfortable seats. And it's just been a real value for the money. This Eagle 330 is great. I keep it in my trunk all the time. It doesn't take up much room. I travel a lot. I still have room for my suitcases or groceries. If I'm at work and it's been one of those days and I decide, wow, I really feel like I need to go kayaking, I know I don't have to go home and hassle with putting a kayak on a roof rack, driving out here, taking it off, getting it in the water. By the time you're aggravated with all that, the mood is past and it just isn't worth it. Knowing that this Eagle 330 is in my trunk it's like a security blanket. I know it's waiting for me, and all I need is my foot pump, water, and we're good to go. I think my favorite part of my Eagle is that when I do come out kayaking, that is the only time that I don't have my phone on. So if people can't get a hold of me, they know, oh, she must be kayaking. So I just get my Eagle, paddle over to the other side, read my book, unwind, and with very little effort, so I haven't exerted myself by the time I get over there other than paddling. I went to a couple of the big sporting goods stores to check out kayaks. I couldn't find a kayak there for under $500, and that was just for the kayak. That didn't include the paddles, that didn't include anything. The Eagle 330 was all-inclusive, nothing a la carte. I opened the box, my kayak was in this great carrying case, the paddles with the foot pump, a patch kit, the 2 seats, and honestly, I didn't want to invest probably close to $1,000 by the time you're all said and done on something that I didn't know whether I'd really like or not. The Eagle 330 is a piece of cake to blow up. It has a one-way valve on it, so you don't have to worry about messing it up. And then when it comes time to deflate it, I can have that thing deflated in about 30 seconds and rolled up and ready to go. It's a piece of cake. The Eagle is really easy to launch. When I get to the park, sometimes depending on the time, I don't get the best of spots, so I do have to carry it. It only weighs 26 pounds, so even if I'm at the very end of the parking lot, it's easy to carry, and there's a great launch spot set in some beautiful mangroves. The water's shallow, I put it in and off I go. So from the time I pull in the park to the time I actually get in the water, depending on where I park, 15 minutes tops, and off I go. I have recommended this Eagle 330 to tons of people, only because they know that I don't like any hassle. I just like things simple, and they know if I can handle it, anybody can handle this. Another great thing about kayaking is that you don't have to actually be in any great physical shape. Anybody can do it. Kids, older people, younger people. It's just a way to relax, to unwind. You can have fun and just soak up the beautiful Florida sun. It's just the greatest thing. And now that the kids are gone and I have lots of time to myself, this is a great place to come. It's my new baby. It just stays in the trunk and it goes with me everywhere. I don't have to feed it. I don't have to send it to college. I don't have to pay for a wedding for it. It's my best friend.